After all these years, I haven't watched this movie in, oh man, uh, golly, I have to say at least, it's been 4 years since I've watched this movie. I mean, it's been 4 years, and it's still, by far, it's the best Marvel movie I've seen out of all the Marvel movies. I mean, man, I don't know what made me. I was sitting around and uh, I was thinking about uh, you know uh, TVs and how TVs. You guys know I like electronics. A lot of y'all out there like electronics as much as I do. And I was looking at uh, 4K TVs, and I got a 4K TV, and I got a nice TV in my bedroom, but it's just a regular LED TV. I think it's just a LG TV, and it's a nice TV. It's just a TV for a bedroom. It's not too big. It's just the right size. But I was just thinking about, man. I was like, man, I remember how much I liked Avengers, and I remember how much I told you guys how much I love this movie, and how I thought it was the best one. Uh, and you probably wondering why I don't have Endgame. I don't have Endgame uh, right now. I have Endgame in the room. I just grabbed this because this is just. So I was like, huh. So as you guys know, I Bible study in the morning. So after I got done Bible study, I kept sitting there thinking about, my 4K TV, which I got. I got 4K TV. I bought like 6, 7 years ago, and I was, I went to go visit my son and his girlfriend because I got 5 kids all together, and we was at Best Buy just messing around, looking at stuff, and me and him and his girlfriend always goes and just after we get done eating, we stop and look at video games or go to coffee shops because they got in Columbus they got these real nice coffee places that just got all these different types of tastes. So we decided to stop at Best Buy, man. And Best Buy had these TVs in there. They were OLEDs. And when I was in there and I was just trying to out, well, what we was doing was we was in there trying to see if they had Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, that Indiana Jones movie. But I told my son said I'll get it for you, Dad, because he wanted to get something for my birthday. And I was like, yeah, okay, but they didn't have it. When we went into Best Buy, they didn't have. They said they were sold out all the Indiana Jones games, man. And that's a Microsoft game. I said, man, that's impressive. He goes, yeah. He said, Dad, you want? So they looked on their phone and called different places, and they were all sold out. I thought we was just talking about how impressed that was. So anyway, we was in there, and we just, how you're in Best Buy, you start looking around, and people that work there, can I help you? I said, no, man, I'm just looking, just checking things out. And so I told my son, I said, you remember about 8 years ago when we went to Best Buy down here? Because it was about 8 years ago I went down there for his birthday. It was in November. And I said, you remember when OLEDs first came out? I said, I remember they had Avengers Endgame. And I said, I stopped and I said, dang, that's a good looking picture. And it was an OLED. But then when I stared at it, I said, man, that's Avengers Endgame. That's Avengers Infinity War. Pardon me. Avengers Infinity War. Pardon me. So, I was staring at it, and he said, yeah, Dad, I remember I said, golly, man, it looked like I could put my hand inside that TV. He goes, yeah. I said, man, that was such a good movie, I said to myself. And I was telling them, I said, yeah. I said, it's just a good movie. So yesterday, believe it or not, I got this and I never opened it up. So yesterday I opened it up and I was like, you know what? I want to put it in my, 6-year-old 4K TV. It's a Samsung 4K TV, not an OLED. And I just want to look at the picture quality and see just how, the difference between my 4K TV and the OLED 4K TVs they got out, now. Because my TV is like 6 years old or 7. So I put this in, right? I put this in and I never moved. I never moved. I was like, oh my Lord, this movie is still holds up. Oh man. I know a lot of people like, oh, Endgame was. I'm not saying Endgame wasn't good. I got Endgame in the other room. I just don't have it because this is the one I want to talk about because this is my favorite one. I think this is far vastly more better than Endgame, even though Endgame was a great movie. Don't get me wrong, but I stuck this in and I was sitting there and I was only going to watch to see how the picture quality was on my 4K because I had, seen that I was looking at OLED TVs like about 3 weeks ago at Best Buy. And I mean, my TV, man, the picture on my TV looks great. And I'm quite sure y'all got TVs that's 4K. The picture looks great too, but it depends on your settings and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I sat down and I watched this movie, you guys. This movie still is by far the best Marvel movie. I mean, wow. I mean, there's some out there. There's some out there, man. I mean, you could throw that, you know, Captain America. I think Captain America, that Winter Soldier. Whoo, that one was a smoker too, though, man. But this is like I said, all I wanted to do was I was down there visiting my son and his girlfriend. We was riding around Columbus and we just ate breakfast and stuff and I was just hanging out with him for a few hours and stuff before I went back home. And he said, "Dad, you want to go to Best Buy and see if they got that Indiana Jones and I'll buy it for you." I said, "Okay." So we went there and they were sold out and we were he was looking at a computer Samsung OLED screen and I was looking at just a 77-inch Samsung OLED. And it got I said, and then him and Rachel came by, his girlfriend, and we was walking around. I said, "Man, you remember when we came down here about 8 years ago?" And I said, I seen that OLED TV and it looks like you can put your hand in it. They had Infinity War on there. He said, "Yeah, I remember that." I said, "Man, I've been hooked on that OLED since then." But back to this movie, you guys. Woo, Lord, man, it has been. It's got to be at least 5-6 years since I've watched this. And it is just, Marvel has really dropped from this. I mean, that's all I could say. They dropped. I mean, after Endgame, man, whoever came in and took over, man, and started throwing all this other crap in there, man, it's a shame. It's a shame because I literally was planted in that chair yesterday, you guys, and I watched this movie. And after it was over, I just was like, wow, man. When Thanos did that snap Thor and with that hammer and then freaking just, oh man. I got sad when I seen him because he's no longer with us. And it brought back the glory days of Marvel, man. And it's a shame that they had to do all this, other stuff, and that one word that everybody uses in their video. It's a shame. It's a shame because, whew, wow, it is just as good as it was the first time I walked into the theater. It truly is. Such a masterpiece. God bless. Catch you next video. Thanks for watching.